Synopsis of the books of the Bible. Major Prophets. Lamentations. By J.N. Darby. Chapter 2. The touching appeal to Jehovah, the desolation of Jerusalem, his work. The second chapter is a very deep and touching appeal. The desolation of Jerusalem is looked at as Jehovah's own work, on what was his own, and not as that of the enemy. Never had there been such sorrow. Not only had he polluted the kingdom and its princes, and had been as an enemy against Jerusalem, and all that was goodly in it, but he had cast down his altar, abhorred his sanctuary. He no longer respected what he had himself set up. Only we must remember that it was when the relationships of Jehovah with his people depended, however long God's patience, on the faithfulness of the people's obedience to Jehovah, on the old covenant. But this consideration gives room for appealing to himself. Still, it is a solemn thing when Jehovah is forced to reject that which he acknowledges to be his own. But it must be so if the association of his name is only a means of falsifying the testimony of what he is, verses 6 and 7. And this brings before us the amazingly important principle contained in the ministry of Jeremiah, not merely the substitution of Babylon and the Gentile empire for Jerusalem and God's government in Israel, but the setting this last aside in itself, the ground of God's relationship with man where it subsisted, as that which could not subsist when put to the test.